Hello, my Stampin' friends. This is Mary McKellar with Inky Blessings, coming to you again with another simple card layout. This time we're going to use some designer series paper, and this card would make a great men's card. A lot of you, and myself included, struggle with men's cards just because so many stamps are flowery and cutesy and not always great for that man in your life. So this card we're going to do is going to be a great one for those men in your life. So let's get started. We are going to use some crumb cake cardstock as our base. This is one of my favorite go-to card base colors. Get that scored up. And we are going to use some designer series paper. This is the Country Woods designer series paper. I think it is one of my favorite designer series papers that we currently have right now. It's got a lot of wood grain, and I really love this one right here. This looks like an old painted barn wood, or even picture frame or something that's kind of weathered when the paint's coming off. So we're going to use those 3 strips. I've already cut those down just to save on time. Those are 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to layer those on the front of our card. I'm going to start with actually, what I do to get these straight, and this is where I like my green glue because it gives me some wiggle room. Whoops, that is coming out. Okay, so what I do is I put glue on all 3 pieces, and I put maybe a little bit more than I normally would, and I'll show you why. Because I'm going to start here with the left side, and I'm going to just lay it on there. I'm not going to push it down. I'm going to put this one in the middle. And I'm going to put the third one on over here. Now they're kind of crooked, but I haven't pushed them down, so I can slide them around to where I want them. And then when I get them straight, I just press them down the rest of the way. Whoops, that one had too much glue on it. So now I'm going to have stinky hands for the rest of the video. Okay, so we got all 3 on there like that. Love this pattern paper. Then we're going to just put a greeting on, and today I'm using the Unbounded Love stamp set. It's just a greeting set. I really like this happy birthday because it's a good all-around birthday, really. I shouldn't say men's birthday, but it does work for a men's card. And what I'm going to use for my focal point is I've already pre-cut a piece of white, and this is using the, whoops, Labeled with Love dies, and these are it's a set of 3 dies that don't want to come out right now, and it looks like this, and there's 3 of them in here, so if you want to do 3 on the front, you can cut them all at once. So I've already pre-cut that just to save on time. So we're ready to stamp. We are going to use Early Espresso because it's a nice dark color. If you can see this, there we go. There we go. Happy birthday. And I'm going to put this on the front, but I thought when I put it on there, it gets a little lost, so it needs a little bit more color behind it. So what I'm going to use is a piece of Early Espresso paper. I have cut this to 3 inches by, it's a little between 1/2 and 5/8 of an inch. So I'm going to just glue that on the back of this white piece just so it makes it stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to mount that on there first. Get it nice and straight. Sometimes I look on the back and then I can line it up straight. And then this is going to be attached with some dimensionals. One on that end and one on that end, and I'm going to use some little half pieces. I use all of these dimensionals, even the half pieces on the edges. Don't want to waste any of those. And we'll use that piece right there. All right, we got our dimensionals on there. And that's going to be my focal point, like that. Now this is a really simple card, but for men's cards, you don't want super flowery, frilly, all that sometimes. So what I'm going to do to finish it off, because it is a little plain, I'm going to use these Neutrals Adhesive Back Sequins. And these come in 4 different colors, and I like these nice dark brown ones. Those are going to go with my brown paper. So I am going to take those off. I think I'm going to use my take your pick tool here to pull them off that I have them stuck on there. I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put another one there. And my last one, I think I'm going to put, let's use a big one. Let's see, I think I want it up here. I try to make like a triangle. I used either 3 or 5, but I often find that 5 is too many. So we're just going to use 3 of those, and I kind of make them in a little triangle around my greeting so it draws your eye to that greeting. But that is just a super simple men's card idea. Took me literally, what, 5 minutes to make. Great way to use up some scraps or use up your favorite designer series paper. Now my sample, I did the same card, and I put the designer series paper in different spots. So you can do it however you want. I also made this card with some, excuse me, some Christmas paper. This is some of our new Christmas paper. Can't remember the name of it right now. It's in the mini catalog, but it's just beautiful. But see how simple that makes that card? These are just 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, and you just cut 3 of them for your front. And this is Winter Frost or something like that. I can't remember the name. This is a designer series paper that was in the catalog last year, and they brought it back. It's very pretty. It's kind of this frost blues and greens. So I use navy, and I use a little bit of Moody Mauve to bring out the pink that's in the paper. But that is just a beautiful one. And this was one I did, actually, it's not Stampin' Up! Paper. I did it, made a card with my niece, and to show you a different way to do the greeting on there, you don't have to do it on the center, but you could put it at the bottom too. And this one, these two use the heartfelt hexagon punch for the greeting. You don't need a die. You can use a punch. You can use a circle punch, square punch, any dies, any shape. You could cut a square. It doesn't have to be fancy, but you just want that to be your greeting piece. So if you have any questions, please message me. This is just a real simple card layout. You can use any designer series paper. You can even turn it sideways and put the greeting on this way if you wanted to. But I thought this would be a nice men's card idea, especially using that Country Woods designer series paper that Stampin' Up! Sells right now. So if you have any questions, please message me, like I said, and keep stamping and sharing those cards with others. Cards are a real blessing to others. So keep sharing. Thanks, and have a great day.